Hello everyone, welcome to Utilize Your Strength. Today we will share with you the psychology of Machiavellianism, which is one of the most powerful and dangerous personalities in the world. And it is the part of the dark triad personality, which also includes narcissism and psychopathy. In the 16th century, a political book, The Prince, became very popular, which was written mainly on politics and ruling. This book offered an in-depth exploration of subjects such as war strategies, diplomatic relations, and political power for guiding future monarchs. It was written by an Italian diplomat and philosopher, Niccolò Machiavelli. Hence the term Machiavellianism came into the spotlight. Machiavelli was not the first person who wrote such a book. At that time, there was a whole tradition of this type of books, which were called mirrors of princes. But the equivalent books of prince were all written to create an ideal government and advised to rule justly and honestly. But Machiavelli, in his book, completely focused on the question of power. He described briefly how to accumulate power and how to keep it. Decades after it was published, The Prince gained a diabolical reputation. In the 16th century, at the time of European religious war, both Catholics and Protestants blamed the book, The Prince, responsible for motivating the violent and absolutism behavior of their rivals. Prince was so powerful, the Catholic Church banned it for almost 200 years. In the early 16th century, Shakespeare used the word Machiavel in the Elizabethan drama to denote an unscrupulous opportunist and scheming character, which has directly influenced our contemporary use of Machiavellian as a synonym for cunning and villainous manipulation. It was not considered as a part of psychology until the 1970s. Two psychologists, Richard Christie and Florence Geis, introduced these terms in psychology based on certain characteristics. Since then, Machiavellian is considered as a personality type. The most important thing to remember is that, although Machiavellianism is a dark triad trait, but it is not a personality disorder like narcissism and psychopathy. Now let's talk about what actually separates a Machiavellian person from other dark personalities. Number 1. Self-control. The biggest thing that separates a Machiavellian from a psychopath and a narcissist is their extraordinary self-control. They are not controlled by their emotions and moods like psychopaths, and they don't run after their ego and pride like narcissists. They can control themselves. Actually, they are silent demons of our society. Number 2. Unwavering focus. With self-control, they focus on their end goal. Not focused like normal people, but a little more. Most of the time, the end goal of Machiavellians is to gain power. So, money and status become their driving force. Their highly focused nature makes them more competitive than others. They consider themselves superior to other people, and in reality, they are actually superior to ordinary people. They tremendously improve in their professional life because they only care about one thing, and that is themselves. Number 3. Extreme selfishness. Machiavellians are very selfish. They only think about themselves and their purpose. Once they pursue their interests, no one can stop them. They can break any rules and go against anything to achieve their goals, be it an individual or the entire society. They see nothing in front of their own interests. For this reason, they never prioritize family commitments, community building, or self-love. They do everything for only one thing, and that is power. A psychological study has shown that Machiavellians do not like physical crime or violence. Instead, they prefer white-collar crimes like public corruption, healthcare fraud, money laundering, which are usually non-violent in nature. But that doesn't mean they are incapable of violent action. It just means they don't consider these things important. To justify this line, Niccolò Machiavelli said, "Do not try to win by force what can be won by deception." Number 4. Dark manipulation. Machiavellian people prefer psychological attacks to gain and establish their power, which is called dark manipulation. Machiavellians are much more skilled at manipulation than psychopaths and narcissists, emotionally exploiting someone and psychologically destroying a person completely, or how to use them. All these things are normal for them. Psychological studies have shown that Machiavellian individuals may have higher mental abilities than normal people. But this is controversial. They understand other people's emotions, but cannot feel them. They imitate the feelings of others, and they act as if they care about them. Actually, this type of dangerous people are capable of great psychological violence, controlled by their own self-interest. Share your experience in the comments section if you know any Machiavellian or not. Hope this video helps you to gain new knowledge. Show your love by giving a like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.